Okay, so yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about something today. So back in Nazi Germany, right, when we think about like the concentration camps and whatnot, understand that the Jewish people were not the first to be sent to those camps. Okay, the camps were established, and initially it was people who were seen as unfit to be part of, this so-called Aryan race. I'm trying to talk. Like, I'm trying to. I don't know how to make these videos without risking getting this entire account taken down. It was people who were deemed mentally ill. Whether or not they were is irrelevant, right? Mental illness is an accusation that is used to not only discredit people, but in some cases to institutionalize them, and worse. So who was initially taken to those camps, right? People deemed mentally ill, people with disabilities, people, in the LGBTQ plus community. Transgender ideology did exist back then. When the Nazis took over, they burned an entire library dedicated to transgender healthcare, or at least an entire section of library, whatever. Homeless people were also taken to the camps, and a lot of different groups, people who were deemed just unfit to be part of society. And it was said that those camps were I guess today what we would call wellness centers, right? Similar to that. It was said that people would get health care and they would learn job skills and that it would be beneficial to them. Okay, and it wasn't until a bunch of journalists snuck in with cameras and recorded what was happening behind closed doors and the body counts, the corpses piling up. It wasn't until that point that the world was led on to what was actually happening. History repeats itself. History repeats itself. Okay. So when our right-wing politicians talk about sending all these people to whatever they call it, wellness centers, the camps, and understand, don't believe that it's a good thing. And to people from other countries, if you've already been threatened by our right-wing politicians who keep trying to go to other sovereign nations and declare parts of them or all of them, to be part of the U.S. Listen, don't give up your sovereignty. Okay, we need some free place in the world. There has to be some part of the world that remains free. This, because I think this is all leading up to that one world government that the conservative Christians have always been warning about, and yet now they're creating. They're creating it. I'm not going to say much more here. Just please take this seriously, okay? If you're from another country, please download these videos and save them. Later.